All right, let's talk about these thesis statements and topic sentences. So looking at these 5 paragraphs, well, you'll notice one thing is that the very first sentence of each paragraph is put in boldface. And that is the most common place to have a topic sentence. It doesn't always happen. In particular, in an introduction, sometimes the topic sentence will come near the end. But these are pretty well-behaved sentences with a topic sentence at the beginning. By the way, this is not really a sentence, it's it's a fragment, but they're doing some informal writing here. And so it's really just sort of a continuation of this first sentence. Now, how do I know it's a topic sentence? Well, the founders got to know their first customer, Twitter, really well. And then everything in the rest of this paragraph talks about how they got to know Twitter well. Today, Lever is growing and it continues to learn. All right, here we only have 2 more sentences, well, 3, talking about Lever continuing to learn. Right? Tech startups that live by the algorithm are learning the value of intense human interaction of the sort that traditional businesses have long practiced. Well, that's the general idea. Now, the remaining sentences tell us how they do that. They're putting employees into the trenches. Why are they doing it? Well, they're realizing they cannot survive on big data alone. And then this guy encouraging people to do that. All right, next paragraph. Some startups take that approach surprisingly far. And here's an example of Reserve, which takes this approach so far that it actually sends computer programmers into restaurant kitchens to cook food. And then the final paragraph, a similar entrenchment takes place twice a year at this company High Five. And it's similar to what? Oh, similar to this here. All right. And then the remaining sentences tell about what happens at High Five. So that's how we know these are the topic sentences. Now, how do I know that this sentence is the thesis statement, if you will, for the whole thing? Well, if you look at it this way, the first 2 paragraphs are about Lever, and then the remaining paragraphs are about 2 other companies all doing this kind of thing. This is the most general statement of this, that this is a general pattern that's happening. And so that's how I say, okay, this is the sentence that embodies the whole text. So I put it in green. And this is actually a somewhat unusual place for a thesis statement in academic writing. In academic writing or essays, we would expect a thesis statement to come much nearer to the beginning of a story instead of in the middle. We would in fact expect it to come at probably around here, at the end of the first paragraph, or maybe the end of the second paragraph for a longer article. But you can't always go by that. You just have to look and figure out, which is the thing that other topic sentences are just, a more specific example of. So there we go. There you go.